finally, I made it. It's been another 2 weeks that I didn't film this, but I really wanted to include this part, so yeah. Here I am, dragging the release date of this video out, and if the video wasn't long enough, but I don't know, I just have to talk to you about this. I need to hear your opinion on that. I'm not sure if I will really do this plan, but I want to do 10 new starts next year, or maybe the year after. So my idea is that I'm not starting anything new. I'm stitching on like 3 or to max 4 projects this year, and to keep me from starting new things, because after I released my last video, I really felt the urge again to start new things, and I really don't have the time right now if I want to stick to my goals, which are pretty important to me. So what my idea is that I could kit up things instead of starting new things. So like preparing for a crazy year of starts, and whenever I have the urge, I start kitting and preparing. So when my crazy year comes, I just can pick anything, and until then I have like also content for you to show you in detail my projects and what I want to do, and plan a little bit and have a little fun with that. And I'm not 100% sure if I want to do this next year. Maybe I'm doing a year of finishes next year, because I will start 2024 probably with 10 whips. And I could finish, I guess, maybe 3 or 4. And restarting my Mirabilia even only have 9. So maybe I want to do a year of finishes next year and do another year of really focusing down on things I can finish, and maybe do like a cell where I divide into 12 or 6 parts and like really focus on finishes. But I don't know. I will just do what I feel like next year, but I like the idea of doing like a full year of either finishing or starting, like being, Anyways, so I am telling you my idea right now. First, I wanted to show you what I won't start, because I think I didn't show you this fabric, and this is from Chromatic Alchemy from the UK. Please, I don't remember what it's called. I will have to dig deep to find the order for this, but it's gorgeous. You will find this on the website if it's still available. And it's like really vibrant colors, and this is my fabric for Dark Queen of the Seas. Now, I will not start this next year, probably because I really need some more space, because I still see her way too often on social media. I feel like I may still want to stitch her, but I still need time, so it's not something I'm super familiar with. You know, as I said, I'm losing a bit of motivation, especially as she is very, very intense in stitches as well. So, and I think I'm a little bit done with cells after this year, so I really need a break, and I want to stitch her as a cell, like for a full year, but on my own terms, and do that this way. But I wanted to show you this gorgeous fabric. I also have the DMC, the other part of DMC is somewhere else, I think, but yeah, that's for that. I already have the project bag. I just put a sticker on that. And yeah. Another thing I will not start is the Minnie Witching Hour. If you've been following me, you remember this project. I abandoned it, I think a couple of years ago. And I stitched, it's retired right now, I think. Sadly, because I love the design very much. If you want to see what it looks like, it was Minnie the Witching Hour, but it's not the Lisa Parker one. It's I don't even remember the designer, to be honest. I will have to look up the pattern once I started, but that was on 28 count and it was a Chinese fabric and it was so tiny. Here in the confetti area and minis, and I really didn't realize that at the time, are super confetti heavy as they're need to get the same amount of detail in a much smaller space. So with the background, it wasn't much of a big deal, but here it wasn't really fun to stitch this. So I decided to restart it, even though I have stitched a lot, but I already love this stripe so much. It was like the big pumpkin with the witch hat and some like small details around it and the owl up here. And I really want to start this on 25 count maybe in the future, but as I still really love this design and it works really well as a mini, and I really try to go for like smaller size full coverage when I'm choosing my full coverage pieces, because I already have enough really big Gecko Rouge kits. And yeah, I need some finishes in between. So I will eventually restart this on another fabric. But yeah, that's why I always recommend to not do really big projects on fabric that you're not familiar with. Yeah, so this is for the future, because I already have, I think, 3 full coverage designs that I want to start. So first off, my number 1 of 10 projects is, I think I've shown her before, it's the horror fairy, and the pattern is called Atavism, and it's by, let me put that into focus. It's by Unconventional X Stitch, and I really recommend their patterns if you're looking for something unusual. So I really love her look, and yeah, my idea was to not stitch the background because I like how it looks with the black, but yeah, I don't want to stitch on black because I would have had to stitch all the background and everything on black, and I'm not in for that for a full coverage. So my idea is to dye the fabric and maybe pull like the dark brown out here so I still get the contrast, so it's like a circle that evolves from here. I don't know if that will look great or not. I'm not really sure how to dye it. Maybe it doesn't matter, but I really like the contrast on here. It gives like a really cool effect. Maybe you have some ideas. I don't think I will be able to dye like a really black part down here, and I don't think that would look good. But yeah, I can imagine doing like the brown around here and like the dark brown around the outer part. So this is something I've been wanting to start for such a long time, and she's pretty big. She's still really, really big. A lot of stitches, but I'm not stitching the background. So what I did, I will show you in more detail, but I outlined everything with some floss, like not completely everything, but most of it. So I have the outlines because I don't know how well the threads will cover the fabric. I'm scared that if I just dye the whole fabric, you will see the fabric through, and so she will have like a color gradation within her, and that I don't want to see, like especially in the face. If I just have like splotches of black dye up down here, I'm really scared it will, like, you will see it. So what I'm trying to do is really just go a little bit over the edge up here and probably like dye everything like in a brown, like in this light brown, but the dark ones I really try to only go around the outlines. Of course, I will have to go a little bit further in, so there will be no weird like white lines, but yeah, that's why I outlined it pretty closely to the original, so I don't make any mistakes here, which is pretty cool because I see how she will look like and how big she is. But I will show that to you in one of my next videos when I like go through all the projects in detail. And I already have most of the floss, or maybe part of the floss, kitted up here. I just did it on paper cards. Yeah, but more on that in the future. Next is... what's next? She's such a famous project. Maybe by the colors you already know. She has a squid, she's a royal, and it's Contessa with Squid. I fell in love with her. She's so awesome. And the cool thing is that I have a timer because I have like a pizza in the oven. I'm so hungry and I don't have time to cook today. So yeah, I will have a break and eat some slices and then come back to you. Okay, so this is Contessa with Squid and it's the mini version. That's why I chose to do her, because I always wanted to do a heaven and earth that's like realistic. All my projects so far, besides the owl maybe, are not very like classical art in a classical art style. And yeah, she's very unusual. I can see her looking amazing, like in an old frame. And this is the mini version, and the details are amazing. This is the actual stitched finish of that. And I really want to start her, really want to do it. I already have the pattern. And yeah, you already know her, but I think with the mini version, she looks amazing. But I'm aware it will be tons of confetti, I think, but I don't care. So here we go. She will be on 25 count. I have enough fabric already. I have like half of the colors. I will do her in CXC. I'm tossing all of my things on the ground. Sorry, but I don't have room here. Next up is my... oh, I have to look after my pizza. Yay! So, Gecko Rouge is my next. It's the third project and hopefully the last of the full coverages. Well, I have another one, but that's pretty small. So, yeah. Anyways, number 3, it's Sandman. It's Sandman, and I actually started it a while ago, I think. I don't even remember. And we called it It's Never Only a Dream Cell. But I didn't have the time to do it, and I abandoned the project pretty quickly after my first start on him, and I didn't count him as an active whip. So the thing with that is, a stitchy friend of mine had him too, and she wanted to start him, and I was in, and then I realized I really want to finish reading the graphic novels, then listen to the audiobook, and then watch the series and start working on him when I'm starting on the audiobook. And I'm currently listening to the Mistborn series by Brandon Sanderson, and I just finished the first book, and so it will still take a while until I get to do the whole Sandman topic. So that's why it's not a current start, but I think later in the year I can imagine to start him next year. This is my start, so that's all I have on him. It's on 28 count and 10 stitch. So I would like, as he's already kinda started, I would like to officially have him in as a whip. Now he is not counted as a whip. That is project number 3. Next up, I want to do a Night Spirit Studio project as... No. Number 4. I have to keep this in order because I have a list up here and I will get like... Yeah. Anyway, this is the Wizard by Buttons and Beats, a Mill Hill kit. I love him so much. I started him actually, I think I filmed it even, but I'm not sure if I ever released that footage in a Flosstube. And it's not really a start. It's on paper and I only did 5 stitches. I was super curious how that works. And yeah, I abandoned him again. We'll get into the kit and all of its ins and outs whenever I start him, but I really want to focus to do some smaller projects that I could actually finish in, like when I do the finishing year, like starting him and then wait to finish him in my finishing year, and then I have a year of crazy finishes. That would be so cool. Next up is number 5, and that's the Night Spirit Studio topic. So I have some of them printed out here. Only printed. Yeah, so I will show it to you on my phone so you can see it much better. I have that bookmark. I really don't want to spend editing in tons of pictures, so we'll try to get this to focus. Okay, that was too close. Now, that is a pretty cool bookmark. I will still have to pick one of those. Maybe I will do like a poll on Instagram. So if you want to choose with me, then follow me on Instagram. The name is Lea Revenga, as on here. And yeah, so that one, I already printed him as well, but I tossed him because that's a project I wanted to do for my ex. And I think because I'm not into Western at all, but he was a big fan and I wanted to do that for him. But yeah, no. Yeah, I won't do that. Yeah, there we go. The coffin, really cool project. Still in love. Might start that. Or I could do the Please Don't Summon Demons in the Bathroom. That's a pretty tough choice, but I will only do one of them. And yeah, I really don't know which one, to be honest. I have black fabric for this one as well. So I will do them all on black. So that's project, one of those will be project number 5. Yeah, project number 5. Here we go. I will show you the kitting and the assembly and the start and everything in the videos. Like not the start, but everything, the preparation and it. I hope I will. Okay, so next one is my personal highlight. And I've been waiting for this so long. Finally, the Scarlet Wizard. I already have the urge all the time. I really want to start him now. As every time I see him, even though this is like the project that I've been thinking the most about starting. This is from Russia and it was a reproduction that Dimensions released a couple of years ago. I purchased him from Russia and yeah, it's gorgeous. I'm still looking for the Magnificent Wizard, like the other wizard from Dimensions. But yeah, it will still take me years to finish him, I'm pretty sure. With my speed and all the projects I have. It will take such a long time. I already filmed like the beginning of kitting this, but I honestly don't know if I still have the footage. But I will get into detail on all of this about this kit and show you what it's all about in detail whenever I start him. But whatever I will do next year, I will start him. Because, you know, I'm a bit afraid, I'm a bit scared that in a few years I might lose like the euphoria for starting him, like the interest. And I have had this with a few of my projects where I've just waited too long and I don't like them as much anymore. So I already opened him, and so yeah, I just really want to start him and just enjoy. At the same time, I'm so scared of starting him because then it might end someday. And with this, I just don't want to finish him. But maybe once I'm into the project, I can't wait. I will not want to wait. I will... it's so difficult. You know what I mean? I will have... I think there will be lots of times when I'm in this project where I'm fed up with like, I don't want to stitch another candle, or when will this beard finish, or yeah, I don't know. Whatever. You will see. You will witness the process. Okay, finally. That's all I have like started, like as a kit up here. Not finished, but like the first parts are here. Now for the things I only have like in a virtual space. First, this is something that's really viral right now. The Greenhouse of Oddity Cell by Lola Crow. I really liked her book, like creepy book cell, but it wasn't like 100% my thing. You know, I'm really picky, really picky. I find so many things really pretty, but very little I actually want to stitch. But that I wanted to start right now. If I didn't work on 2 other cells, I would have started it at the second it released. But I won't. I will wait until I finish my cells. Now this could be... this is the first part. And I'm pretty sure you have seen it. The shop is called Lola Crow, and she has her own shop, so go purchase it from her own store, because on Etsy it's more expensive because she has to pay more fees to Etsy. Always try to purchase these stuff from the website of the designers. So I love that little frog, and I also fell in love with that little mole. The tiny little hands and tiny nose, and it's so cute. And yeah, of course the crows, the like gothic feel. It's gorgeous, and here you see the shop name. Pretty sure I will start it, but not before I finish Earth Queen and Supernatural. So if I finish both of them before the end of the year, I might start it this year, but if not, it will count to the starts of next year. But whatever my like plans will be, I will start him, and will start that. But I will, maybe when it's finished, I don't like it anymore. I don't know. But yeah. Then, so that would be number 8. And then I will restart Cathedral Woods Goddess. The decision is made. I have had a lady contact me on Instagram from Germany, and she said that she really loves the color choice of my Mirabilia, and she would like buy it from me so I can reinvest in a new Mirabilia. And I already bought the floss, like the DMC, for a new Mirabilia, only for the parts where you need a lot. Like the green, blue-green of the dress, I purchased some floss for that. And I think like for the skin, you can still use the DMC, you will not need a full skein. So that's the things I will give to her. And after I finish my second Cathedral Woods Goddess, I will like sell the first, including the supplies that are left over to her, so she can finish that. And yeah, I think that's a really great way to solve that issue. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I talked about that in my previous video. So the restart of the Mirabilia will be start number 9. And then number 10 will be the Gift of Stitching project. So the Gift of Stitching is a magazine. I've purchased this a while ago, and they're not releasing anything anymore, but they sell their issues for $30. And they had a sale, I think, where it was only 20, I'm not sure. And I purchased, or maybe 30 is still a great deal, it's 72 magazines, and I purchased that a while ago, as I said. So what I want to do is, yeah, that's how they look. So they are rather on the prim side. They also, I think they have one Teresa Wenzler even in here. And wait a second, what did I do now? Come back! Help! Now, so what I want to do is I will not find a full project in every magazine, but I want to really make it worth that I bought this. So for example, in this final issue we have like here some cross stitch and blackwork projects, so I might do a sampler of where I pick a little motif of from every magazine and do that on that sampler. So it will be a really fun, big, crazy project. Maybe do some various projects, maybe do them on a A4 size so I can put them in a folder. I don't know yet. But that will be a great way to use old fabric scraps and floss, leftover floss that I don't know what I want to do with. I had some floss gifted to me that has no DMC number, and use that for this project and pick like these flowers, and from the next magazine I would just like pick another motif. That was really cool. I remember reading that they had a full article on dyeing with like natural plants, and everything that plants that dye blue are on here. And yeah, it's really, really cool. Oh, I already messed it up again. Anyway, so that's the idea for that, and I just want to do like a first start. Initially I had some notes where I thought I could do like 3 maybe next year, 3 small starts from the magazines. There are actually some full-size projects that I want to do from them. That's where I do, of course, the full size. But yeah, I already have 10 projects now with this one. So yeah, there will be no space. Maybe I do 3 and then I have 12 starts in a year. That could be an option. But yeah, it escalated pretty quick. And I still, when I went through my stash, I found so many more things. Maybe I would do a video on that, but I'm a little bit scared of that, to be honest, to go through all my stash, because I don't know, I don't think I have like the biggest. It's just like 2 boxes, like 30 centimeter boxes, that it's like a third of a yard maybe. And yeah, so these square things. Anyway, I have 2 of them full with current and upcoming projects, so it's not that much, but yeah. No, I have 1 box with whips, 1 with almost done or kitted things, and 1 with kits and like patterns and stuff, and 1 box with fabric. So that's 4 boxes, and that's all of my stitching stuff. Yeah, maybe I will show you that eventually, whenever I will have the time. No, I don't. And yeah, so what do you think about this idea? Do you like that? Would you like to see that? Would you do something like that? Maybe we could do a sell, like 12 starts in a year, I don't know. And I also have a new idea if I don't have enough content to scroll with you through Etsy, because I found a lot of stores that I think are not like known enough. And so we could like check out some new Etsy stores together. But this video is long enough. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for coming back. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!